Hello. Hey, everybody. All my friends out there in YouTube land. It is another episode of Here's Phil's Hand in the Camera. No, last week, today, live. So, yeah, right off the bat, as you can see, I still do not have a tripod or a phone holder. So, we're doing this handheld mode. I had ordered one and went to try to use it Monday before my interview with Anthony Desiato, which, if you haven't seen, I encourage you to do so. I liked it. Anthony's a good egg. And definitely watch his documentaries if you can. And check out, of course, his podcast. I went to go use it, and even though the description said it would, it did not fit my phone. So that is being returned, and I have to find a new one. Blair Witch cinematographer. I hope I don't get anybody sick. um, yeah, if any. So what I do is I use an OtterBox for my. I don't even know what kind. Honey, you know if this is iPhone 13 or 12? She can't hear me. I think it's a 13. I have the Pro Max, and I use an OtterBox case because I drop my phone a lot, and OtterBox is very good in that respect. And yeah, I've had a problem with tripods holding the phone with the case. I don't want to take the case off because it is a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. And look, things happen. Tripods fail. Um, so yeah. Anyway, that's why you see a little bit of a shaky cam today. I'll do my best though. I'm just trying to rest it a bit. So let's see who's here today. Going all the back. Madam Blaster, first one in. Madam did a great job today, this morning on Fanboy Prime's show. If you didn't catch that, go back and watch the replay and tell Fanboy happy birthday from everybody here. Yeah, I have to say too. I was saying this in the chat. Whenever Brian, I say Brian because that's the only one that we watch in the morning at least. I'm usually working during the week, so Saturday mornings when we watch Breakfast with Brian, my son usually gets up, so I haven't been able to go into the chat pretty much during that show for the last couple of weeks. But he loves when there's a duck race. You hear the quack quack. He starts just so he was doing that a couple times. He's sitting over there now. He's got his thumb in his mouth, which means he's going to be crying soon. How to handle your duck. Okay, maybe that's for OnlyFans. Las Cruces from New Mexico. How are you? Nice shading. Yes. If you don't know what that means, again, you have to go back to Fanboy Prime's channel. And I have to say, Madam did a very good job on the Lady Death cover challenge. I highly recommend that. Neil, can I tell you something? I loved making fun of Neil's wig. Neil's a good guy. That wig was something else. I feel like Neil's wig needs its own segment on his show. DVH, how are you from across the pond? I believe. Dale of Suspense, how you doing? Trev, he's here. Trev is the. Let me see if my wife gets this reference. She doesn't like Ted Lasso, so let's try. Honey, do you remember what Roy Kent's chant is?
No.
You remember who Roy Kent is?
No.
Okay. Guy who played Hercules in Thor? Yeah, do you remember him now in Ted Lasso?
I don't remember Ted Lasso.
I keep putting him out. He's
yeah.
Yeah. But Trev is the Roy Kent of YouTube. He's here. He's there. He's every. You know the rest. Or if you don't, you should watch it. It's a good show. I'm on my third watch through. Mr. Joe, how are you? I got your package, Joe. I haven't opened it yet. Maybe we'll do that live. Ryan Riley, how are you, sir? Oh, I'm glad that you said "and" in there, Neil, because I thought you thought this was like one of those like newer generation channels where it was me slash Mrs. But now it's Neil says hi, honey.
Hi.
Matthew, Neil says hi. He gave us a look, so that's hi from him too. Mr. Durs, how are you? I'm trying to put together a little something for Mr. Durs.
Okay.
By the way, maybe we'll get that soon. I'm weeks behind putting out my content, so There you go. I'm helping you out. Dr. Evil, how are you? So I'm aware that Mr. Phil helped Madam Blaster pick her Lady Death covers, but Mr. Phil voted for me. I think I think Madam should. No, she asked for my opinion, and to be honest with you, this was like weeks ago, to the point where I forgot about it. Um, and to be honest, and my voting was all done comparatively. So comparatively, when your cover was more to my liking, I voted for you. When hers was more to her liking, I voted for hers. And when Fanboys was more to my liking, I voted for his. I actually gave everybody at least one vote. Um, I think I gave Madam two though. So what it is, I want to do a fanboy challenge. Um, I'm waiting until the baby's here, because I figure I will, in theory, have a little bit more time to dig through my long boxes, which is something I'm planning to do during my paternity leave. Anyhow, planning is the key word there. I have a bunch of stuff to ship out still. I actually have, I think it's for Zach. I don't even remember who I have to send stuff out to today. It's all on my IG somewhere. I was putting together a box and I ran out of printer ink. So that's an issue, but we'll figure that out. Nerdy Weds, how are you? How are you? Okay. So right off the bat, I didn't go to the store this week. I didn't actually even read anything this week. If you've been following me, and I've said it here, I think a couple times, uh, we are on baby watch. That's right. Stuff is real. Uh, my wife is 37 weeks and 1 day, right?
Mhm.
So, yeah, we're just kind of, you know, we're there. It's like, Jesus Christ, I have to go do this. Like, well, I have to stay closer to the house. I got to go do this. Got to stay closer to the house. We don't know. We don't know. We just know that the baby's gonna come when she wants to come, and everything's all good. And kudos to my wife for putting up with a lot of the stuff that goes through with pregnancy. I could be wrong. I think Madam might be the only one in here who could speak to that. Sorry if I'm wrong on that one. But yeah, yeah. So we're both exhausted. Her more so than me. And I also want to give a big thank you publicly here to my wife for letting me tune into C3 all last Saturday and a little bit of Sunday. Um, I typically, after my show is over, I typically shut down YouTube, at least for me. Occasionally, I'll jump onto Rob's channel to check out because I do like watching that. Um, that's funny, but yeah, she allowed me to stay on for really anything I wanted to watch on C3 last week. I had a good time watching C3. There was one show that I thought was a little kind of all over the place for my taste, but that's fine. And at the end of the day, collected over, I think it was over $51,000, more than double the. There's my finger again, more than double the goal. So that's awesome. I actually shared it to my LinkedIn as well. So hopefully, maybe we'll get some more contributions that way. I think that certainly is a big kind of thing. A lot of people should be proud of. Um, Last year, my company matched my donations. This year, they didn't, or they won't. So there's that. Let's see here. Evils just spent 90 hours on YouTube. Yeah, yeah. And to be honest with you, this week that's part of the reason I just no comics read, nothing purchased. Since then. Um, yeah, even like my watches have been off this week. So yeah, there's all of that. Mr. Cliff is here. How are you, Cliff? Make sure you give Cliff a nice sub. Cliff, I know you had some. I don't know how much you want me to say. I know you had a little bit of a family issue last week. I hope everything is okay this week. But yeah, so we are on baby watch was my whole point. So haven't bought anything. I did try to read X-Men Red number 15, and I got derailed because I realized that my LCS did not give me issue 14. So I stopped and messaged them immediately, like, "Hey, remember those books that I said I needed? Add this to it as well." So I have two of the. If you follow Reggie, he has those. I don't know what you call them, the padfolios that you can put comics in. I use those when I go to my LCS because here in New Jersey they stopped using plastic bags by law. So I take those. I have one. Still, those books I can't read yet because I'm missing spots. White Wolf Mojo just walked in the room. How are you, sir? White Mojo Wolf, excuse me. Shane, I don't know if I checked out Shane's channel this week. To be honest with you, I have to go back and look on Monday. But did I lose sound, or you can't just hear me? My microphone. Okay, hold on a second. Can you guys hear me now? Okay. You know what? I think my hand was on the mic. Tell me if you guys hear me now. Can you hear me? Good. Okay, good. Yeah, my hand was on the microphone. I was just saying, morning to Shane, White Mojo Wolf. Uh, yeah, there we go. That happens, DVH. That's why we need a tripod. So, yeah. Hi to Wayne. Hi to Shane. Rather, I don't even know if I checked out Shane's channel this week, but I will go and do so on Monday morning. So let's see. As I was trying to say, I started reading X-Men Red 15. Realized my LCS skipped me on 14, so I stopped. Told them to order it for me, and I will go back to that once I have them. I have Five Below, great for tripods. Yeah, the issue that I get into though, Evil, I was saying at the beginning of the show, I don't want to take off my what do you call it, case. And my last tripod fit the phone with the case on it. I ordered one from Amazon during the October Prime Day, and went to try it out. It said it would fit, and it didn't fit. So that's getting returned. I'll find something at some point. Either that or just go to using my iPad. Anyway, um, like I said, I did get some stuff during C3. I have some stuff actually I got from New York Comic Con. I'm waiting to uh, ship to me. If anybody knows Charles Sewell, uh, definitely don't order when they're always small. Yeah, extended hand. Yeah, that's what I got to look at. I have a Pro Max with an OtterBox, so it's pretty hefty. So if anybody knows any Charles Sewell, tell him to hurry up and send me my 5 Million Genies book. Um, anyway, I thought we'd do something a little bit different. I have quite a number of boxes to open. Do you want to? So I figured maybe we'll open one or two here live. So I'm going to give you guys the options. I have a New York Comic Con shipment from Reggie Collects. I have a Marcus shipment from Reggie Collects that just arrived yesterday. My wife is curious about. Will is here. How are you, Will? I have I have a couple C3 shipments downstairs as well. One from Joe Anachronic Comics, who is here. How you doing, Joe? I don't know if I said hello already. And I know I have one from Brian as well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's it. So, you guys tell me, what do you feel like watching me open this morning? Again, a New York Comic Con shipment from Reggie, a Marcus shipment from Reggie, C3 from Brian, C3 from Joe. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi. Okay. Did he do the water, honey?
Yeah.
Okay. Evil says C3 from Joe. I'm excited for that one too. Okay. And Wellbore confirms we do have one vote from Reggie. So let me start with the one from Joe. You guys got to give me a second because I'm going to run downstairs to grab it. I didn't bring it up. Like I said, there are a couple boxes. So, topic in the meantime. This has been a little bit of a hot one. I'll bring Reggie's and Brian's up too, maybe. We'll see. I only want to open 3 max today. But yeah, a little bit of a hot topic. This week, Marvel apparently released some sort of a book that recaps the Marvel Universe, the MCU, I should say. Fake stare spit. As we know it. And 3 others live right now. Okay. Um, in it, people are a little upset because it says that it confirms that the Scarlet Witch is dead. You guys tell me how you feel about that. My personal opinion, I will tell you when I come back up. All right, you're going down, and see you in a second. All right, give me one more second.
I didn't even see the box opening.
Okay. Thanks for your patience. Blah, blah, blah. I figured, in honor of Joe, I would use that as an excuse to go get my coffee. Okay, so let's see. John's Comics from Kids came in. John's channel, by the way, I have to say, I watched John last week. I think I've watched John a couple times before that, but last week I think was definitely the first live. I really enjoyed John's show, and I have to go back and watch that too to make sure I watch that. Actually, let's see. Sub up new people sometimes. Yep. All right, so let's go ahead and crack this open. And I guess it's appropriate that John jumped on that too. I didn't give him a heads up, so this was. Oh no, this isn't. I was going to say this is one that was going on John's channel. I'm wrong. This actually was on another channel. Joe had put his mystery boxes up. I really like Joe's stuff, and you could. I'm sorry, Jeff. See, I know Joe was a former Boy Scout. I'm a former Boy Scout too, and I realized that I just went against my common sense and totemship instructions to always cut away. But there we go. Yeah, Trev just caught me on it too. Yeah, I have to remember to do better. Anyway, yeah, I always like getting Joe's mystery boxes once a year when he does them. This is my second year I'm able to get one. Let's crack this one open. Joe has it expertly packed. I've hit his address. There you go. Okay. So let's see. And Joe always has a nice number of goodies in here too. So we got this little air here. Throw that down for a second. Nice letter from Joe. Thank you for supporting my 2023 mystery boxes. I'm going to paraphrase. As you know, this year's efforts is supporting Comics Cure and Cancer has raised over $51,000. Yes. Your donation. Ooh. I just read the thing. I'm not going to say what it is, Joe, but wow. Thank you, sir. Your collection was from comics I bought as a kid back in the day. I know it's going to good home. Yeah, I'm going to read that second part. I know I'm going to right now. I'm not going to tell you the first part of what Joe puts here, but I'll say this. You know what? I'll go back and I'll say what it says here. So, honey, this one is from Joe. Mm-hmm. So we have an Anachronic Comics button. It's kind of cool. I like that a lot. You don't see many buttons around anymore. Okay. Bubble wrap and a cool Anachronic Comics mailing sticker. Ooh, this is going to peel off. Okay. I like that too. It feels very boutique. Let's see. Cool sticker. And he's got the red painter's tape. And yes, I'm going to cut away now. Let me see if I could save this sticker because I like that. Put that on Joe's letter. I've been meaning to put all the letters and whatnot that I get into some sort of a binder, and I haven't done it yet. And what's really cool, by the way, is that Joe bagged and boarded everything for us. So that's awesome. I appreciate that a lot. So let's go ahead and take a look. Honey, you want to see what Joe sent? Sure. Okay. The first one, wow. This is a Justice League number 133. And it's got that old comic book smell into it, too. You could smell it. Yeah, I'm not big on Justice League, but this is a cool cover. This is from before I was born. It says 1976.
That's a long time. That's ancient.
Thank you, honey. Here, look at that. What do you think of this cover, honey?
That's cool.
You like?
Yeah.
And it's a cover that is wife approved. So this next one, this is a nice. Oh, I thought this was a trade paperback. It's not. It is one of those supersized ones. Detective Comics number 1027. This is an Enceladо cover. Enceladо. So let's see. You've got on here Joker, Harley, Punchline, Poison Ivy. I think that's Talia al Ghul. Nicely done, Talia al Ghul. Catwoman, and it looks like Batman is kind of strung up in a Jesus Christ pose in the background behind the Detective Comics logo. My wife is okay. Oh, she can hear me. What do you think of this cover? She's got the sync on this one.
Really good.
You got to take a closer look, I think, to appreciate it. All right, she's going to take a closer look. We'll put that aside. See if that's wife approved. I think it should be. Next, DK3, The Master Race, Book 2. Here we go. Let's see what she thinks of that one, too. Batgirl, number 6. This is good. I'm catching up on my DCs. Young Avengers number 4. This is a good one. I have this one too. This is from Torpedo, it looks like. I'm going to test my wife on that cover too. Oh, okay. This one, I have a feeling, Durs, if you're still here, put down your Dragon Ball for a second. I'll give you a minute. Yeah, interesting enough, part of you said Kang. It is a great Kang cover, Bernard Chang. I don't know if it's Bernard or Bernard. I don't know. Art on that. I think that's from volume 1 of Young Avengers, which, by the way, just aside from the cover, was a great read, that whole series. Yeah, I know that Jonathan Major's case is going to be heard, I think, at the end of the month. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Kang there. I have a Kang theory. Let me see, because I have 2 theories going on right now. But I'll give you guys this kind of Kang theory I have. I think Reggie's the only other person I said this to. Hear me out. Disney already dropped him. When was that? Just today? I thought that was pushed back. I didn't hear that. I got to look into that. That's a shame if they did. Unless he's guilty, because smacking around a woman is one thing I don't think there's an excuse for. Um, but yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how that unfolds. Yesterday? Oh God, I got to look it up. Hey, well, this is my Kang theory anyway. I'd imagine they're going to recast him. My theory, and I really don't have a lot to go on this, just kind of gut instinct and the fact that the MCU likes to try to clean up the stories and whatnot. My theory is that Kang is going to actually be, I'm sorry, Reed Richards will be a Kang variant. My only theory on this is that, Kang is loosely related to Reed Richards. He's, I think, the like a step brother, or not a step brother, or half brother. I think they're just going to clean that up and just say he's a what do you call it, variant of Kang. Durs, you're going to want to see this one. This is why I stopped just for you. I don't know what number this is offhand, so you guys are going to have to help me. I know that this is a Spawn issue. I want to say, I don't think this is 300. I think this is in the 280s with Redeemer on the cover. So you guys help me out with this one. I was big into Spawn back in the day. So that's how I remember Redeemer. But it's definitely a cool cover either way. Yeah, I didn't know that they dropped majors. The Snow White the Snow White remake, I think got pushed back a year. I don't think they dropped it. Is he mounting Spawn? No, he's clearly flying. Is that Capullo? No, that's McFarlane. I was gonna say, I thought it was Capullo Sig. It is a McFarlane Sig. So very cool cover. I like that a lot, Joe. Okay, this is Venom number 29, Loyalty number 194. This is a Tyre Kirkham variant from Unknown Comics. Okay. Superman number 4 from the Rebirth era. I could be wrong. I think that's the Eradicator Superman. Trev, you want to see the Spawn again? Okay. Yeah, I do like that Kirkham Venom as well. Yeah, we're just doing this for Trev right now. Okay. Next up, this is cool. Is this a? I'm trying to think of the cover. I haven't had enough coffee yet. This is a very cool one. Detective Comics number 1042. I love this cover. Yeah, John, I had that vibe too, but I didn't know if it was so much as an homage as it was just McFarlane being McFarlane. But thank you for confirming that. Okay, we're about halfway through the stack. Oh, this is cool. Batman 89, #1. Chop is here. How you doing, Chop? I've been doing a lot of the Battober drawings. I am gonna do a video on Battober. I'll do that this weekend. I promise I'll do that this weekend. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's actually no, I can't do that until after Tuesday because Battober would be over then. I'm having a lot of fun with that. It is a lot of work. My arm is killing me, and like I said, we're very close to our due date, so we've been going back and forth. I'm just exhausted, and Battober has a lot to do with that. Cartoon Network Adventure Time, #75. Okay. Oh, let's see. This is a genuine Marvel Comics no cover. Remove this shell and the Marvel masterpiece inside. So let me see. Is this something? Oh, it's not like a poly bag. I forgot. Oh, okay. Slides right off. Wow, this is cool. This is Nonstop Spider-Man #1. Looks like a die cut. And oh, is this Bocello? I think it is. I really like a lot of Chris Bocello's work. I was a huge fan of his back in the day. We're talking like Generation X. I do think some of his later stuff, like when he was on Amazing during Brian Slott's run, before the first renumbering, it got a little convoluted. Like I remember there was an issue where he was fighting, I'm going to say Lizard. Was it Lizard or Tombstone? Where the action was just so distorted, I couldn't tell what was going on. But this is definitely a cool one. And in general, I do like Bocello. Infinite Frontier #1. Very cool. The little guy's having his milk, so my wife can't look at the covers at the moment. Justice League #6. Very cool. I like this one too. Older Justice League. Okay, we are almost at the conclusion. I'm going to flip it around because I see a little bit. The Walking Dead #163. Very cool. All right, so now, Joe's awesome for a huge number of reasons. Joe's one of my favorite channels to watch. I actually just reminded me, Joe had his comic book crowd last night. I have to rewatch that. My little guy was up, so you definitely couldn't sit down and watch anything. Joe a while back had asked me, because I am trying to get a hold and complete a X-Men Volume 1 run. So what are you missing? So he actually pulled one of the books I'm missing, but what's awesome is this is from a comic he bought as a kid back in the day. So, part of Joe's channel, if you're unaware, he bought comics when he was a kid. His mom at some point said, "Hey, we're moving. You have to, get rid of some books." And he did, but, he was able to hold on to a few, and the few that he did were, pretty major books right now. But, this is one of the pre-100 X-Men books. Honey, did you hear what I just said with Joe? Okay. I'll explain that to her later. But this is X-Men #76. Awesome. Very, very cool. So this brings me that step closer to finishing that Volume 1. And I have been looking around because, prices are a little bit on the dip right now. But, also with, as I said, my wife is due any minute. I'm kind of cognizant in the back of my head as well. But I really, really like this a whole lot. Original team. Great cover, too. Look at that again. Sorry, I feel like I'm hogging it. Scotty, how are you? Very cool. That's awesome. I'm going to explain it. So, honey, remember I'm trying to get my X-Men run complete, volume 1?
Yeah.
So, you know how Joe has a bunch of comics from when he was a kid that his mom was going to make, his mom let him keep?
Mm-hmm.
So he heard, I'm trying to get my X-Men volume 1 run done. And after I appeared on the show last time, sorry I'm not looking at you guys, my wife's over there. He asked me what I'm going to complete. I sent him a picture from my CLZ app, and he sent, this is X-Men. This is from one comic he bought as a kid, X-Men number 76.
Oh wow. Nice.
So you got a nice from my wife, Joe. That's big. Wow, I do appreciate that. So, I mean, all in all, that was a really good haul. I think, what I judge that by is either things I like or things that I wanted to buy and just didn't for whatever reason. And just, are there things I could use like in a giveaway? Yeah, but all in all, I thought this was a really great run. I do love that Spawn cover too. Detective, very cool stuff. So I really like that. Joe, that was a great, great, great box. I thank you, my friend. And was more than happy to help out with C3. So why don't we do this? We're going to do one more unboxing. Just as thank you, honey. I'm going to do one more unboxing. So I have a Marcus book from a Marcus related, I should say, shipment from Reggie. I have a New York Comic Con haul from Reggie. I have, you okay? I have C3 from Brian. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else there? I don't know. So I know some people were saying before. So you guys tell me, do you want Reggie's, Brian's? Let's see. I'm only gonna open one more. I'm not gonna open all of them. Joffrey, how are you, Joffrey? Wellbore was the first one to say it, Brian from C3. So let's go with Brian's. 1 second, buddy. Okay, so we got Brian's here. Love when you guys behind the couch. Yeah, and I did a little bit of peekaboo. That's why my head was jumping up and down. So Brian, again, expertly packed from the wilds of South Carolina. Yes, I'm cutting away, kind of, sort of. And I liked going up and down the stairs because I'm trying to get my steps in. We might be running out of time. Let's see. All right, hold on a second, pal. You know what? I got an idea. Be right back. You're right here. later, no?
No, I'm gonna go sit on my couch.
Oh. I was gonna let him. I'm just wrapping up. I gotta open one more box.
Oh, so you're grabbing one.
I'm gonna put up the thing and then let him run. For
Well, I'm
that
going to sit on my couch, I guess.
Okay. Okay. All right, ideal canceled. So this again was for C3. I think I remember what this is. And it is a slab. Okay, maybe I don't remember what it is. Because I don't remember it being a slab, but I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I was worried about that for a second, boy. So when I was walking up and down the stairs. I think that's just because, honestly, once I like turn over 35, anytime I get out of the shower, going down the steps, there's a little thing in back of me like, "Hey, take your time." But let's see. So nice wrapping, and then a postage mailer inside the wrapping. Put that in this box, and there's a note. I like when the notes are like this. Like this. Anytime I get like a card or anything like that, I do save them. Phil, thank you for Comic Turn Cancer donation. Represents Brian. Packing price event is right. Oh, so this at this point he raised over 42,000. Your donation will help a community member lose his eyebrows, get their first tattoo, help repel cancer research, and hopefully find a cure. Thank you again. Nicely done, Brian. Very cool. I think is this a newer design? Your Brian LCS stickers. I feel like I have one like this that's a lot smaller, but that's very cool. I have to look, by the way, Brian. I don't remember if I got a membership letter for you, but that's cool. Either way, it's like I clearly don't need more things to unbox, so I'm okay with it. Okay. I should just use this. And I'm being very careful. Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to do, Trev. It's time, effort, and energy. You know, I save envelopes, by the way. That's the breaking into your house version. I don't get it. Hold on, man. There we go. I was confused by the tape. Okay. Here we go. I do remember this now. Yeah, my arm is killing me, Trev. That's how. This is Amazing Spider-Man #1, a 9.8. When it's #1, of course, this is like volume whatever from 2018. Why don't we say KRS Comics exclusive? And this is a Gabriel Dell'Otto cover, PGX slab as well, which would be my first PGX. Very, very cool. Let me take this out so you get a better view. I know you're getting the reflection from my phone, but awesome cover. I'm not nearly doing enough justice. So actually, I think this is a cover I had actually admired on more than one occasion, and just never went with. But awesome. So I was more than happy to do that. And yeah, there's certain artists, Joe. I'll be honest with you. Certain Italian artists, I like how Joe has the pronunciation down. So whenever I see Gabriel Dell'Otto's name, I can hear Joe's pronunciation in my head. But yeah, he's just one of the ones that comes to me, and that is a very cool slab. I remember when I was watching this, C3 last week watching Brian's show. I said to my wife, "Oh, I won something." She's like, "Really? What did you win?" She was very happy about that. And when I showed her the cover, she's like, "Oh, wow, that's really cool." So his wife approved already. Let me see if she remembers it. She's in the restroom. She'll be out in a second. I probably just said more than I should have there, but what can you do? The poop is out of the horse already, as they say. What do I think of the new CBCS labels? I think they'd be really good if CBCS invested more time into things like customer service and getting books back to people. We still haven't heard anything, at least I'm aware of, about the that whole thing where they sent out a bunch of books from home so people could do it read from home, and they lost them. I don't know. So before we wrap up, this is what we'll do. I'm going to show my wife the comics that she didn't see, and we'll see what's wife approved and what isn't. So, honey, you remember looking at this last week? I told you this is from Brian.
Yeah.
How do you like that?
I told you I like that.
Okay. And the mail just got here. This did you see the die cut on this? You need to take it off again.
No, it's okay.
Did you see the die cut?
I don't think so.
Here, I'll show you because it's really cool. Right, so this comes off. It's just cardboard.
Oh wow.
And then it goes to that, and that's Chris Pacello art.
That's interesting. I like that.
Okay, it's 2 are wife approved. That's Adventure Time. I've never watched Adventure Time. I don't know about that. But here, I'll show it to you.
I don't know what that is.
That's a cartoon. Old one's just like a wife, like a piece of paper. Wasn't a non-answer. It was get your stuff together, then I'll care about your labels.
I like that.
Okay, so this one she gave me a look at first. I thought it was going to be.
Know what was that?
They did a limited series based on the Batman '89 films. So this is
Dark on dark background.
Detective Comics.
That one's okay.
What?
That one's okay.
What? Look again.
Mm.
She doesn't like this one. I don't know.
It's too distracting.
It's cool. You gave this one to Anum too?
It's not bad. I don't like the empty space above.
Well, it's a homage cover to an Amazing Spider-Man issue.
Mm.
Usually the logo's there, so showing her the Durst's favorite. Okay, Superman #4.
That's nice.
I think that's the Eradicator. I gotta look that up. This is a cool Venom.
I like that. I like the colors on that.
Agent Venom. Young Avengers #4.
It's okay.
Do you recognize that character?
Somewhat.
Remember Ant-Man? We were just talking about him last night.
Yeah, but it's not that, man.
That's Kang.
It is?
That's how Kang looked in the
Yeah.
comics. A couple of people saying that. By the way, Disney did drop Jonathan Majors, honey. I got to look it up. I'm not done. Honey,
Yeah.
we're not done.
I gotta sit.
Okay, I'm sorry. She's got to sit. I'm getting too ahead of myself. Like I said, we're in the final countdown, so to speak. So I have to remember to give her time to rest as well. Oh, there goes the thing. Yeah, and Evil, I said it before. I know someone personally who, and I haven't shared their name because they haven't said it on their stuff, so I'm not going to out it if they don't want that out there. But they sent I think it was a Sandman #1 signed, and to this day, we're talking. It goes a couple years now. CBCS is like, no, we sent it out, but we can't give you the shipping information. So I don't know what that means. This is Batgirl.
You're not Batgirl.
Is that poison?
Poison Ivy, yeah. Dark Knight 3.
Uh,
You don't like that one? Okay. Walking Dead.
not a fan of Walking Dead.
Yeah, but what do you think of the art regardless?
It's okay.
Okay.
Show me that one.
Yeah, you saw this Justice League. There's another older Justice League where they're fighting the beasts who fought like men.
Not my favorite.
They lost my book for a year. Did they eventually find it, Mike? That. And this is Infinite Frontier #1.
I like that one.
You like that one?
Mm-hmm.
This is classic
It's got full effect in the front.
Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Golden Age Green Lantern. Yeah, we're almost done. And see you later, Brian. Congratulations again on the new house and the new job. And this was that detective just closer up.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Excuse me. Okay. All right. So with that, we are done for today. Continue to check into IG. I am going to be doing more drawing until the end of the month. And hopefully I'll be getting those things I've been meaning to mail out now for quite a long time, mail out this week. Other than that, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for giving me a little bit of your time. And we will keep you on posted, I guess, for Baby Watch. Glad you like some of the books. So, honey, what are your feelings today? You think we're okay today? You want to wait and see? Don't jinx it.
Who knows?
Yeah. Well, with that, peace, love, and comics. Take care, everyone.